All right, so recently Miraidon just won the regional over in Indianapolis, piloted by Rajon Ball, and it is a very, very good Pokemon. It's got 135 in both special attack and speed. It's got pretty good HP and decent bulk and 100, 115. Oh, decent for restricted. So here are some of the top five counters that I believe are really good against Miraidon in the meta. So starting off at number five, we have Raging Bolt. Now, why do I think Raging Bolt is a really good counter to um, Miraidon? Like it's weak to Draco Meteor, and also in many ways Miraidon does its job better. But the thing with Raging Bolt is it's very bulky. Like 125, 91, 89 is really, really a solid bulk. And it most importantly, it's got a quadruple resistance to Miraidon's Electro Drift, to Discharge, to Volt Switch, or Parabolic Charge. So that's really useful. Yes, Draco Meteor can be a problem, but I highly doubt that Draco Meteor will kill like a super bulky Raging Bolt. Like if I say, let's go like I don't know, like a Raging Bolt, and you go with like I don't know, like 252 HP or something, and then like you invest in special attack, like you invest like I don't know, like 132, and then you put the rest into bulk or something. I don't know, like let's put a more efficient nature. Yeah, so something like that. And then you put 248. I don't know. Something like that, right? Let's just say it's not going to be. Let's put like what I did was 156 speed, and then the rest you can put in like special defense, something like this, right? So let's say minus 54. Let's see, 100. Yeah, like something like this, right? Let's say something like that. So like if you go on to Showdown Calculator, right? And you do Miraidon, Uber Pivot. Let's try that, and let's say Raging Bolt, doubles OU Assault Vest, right? Turn down the levels maybe to 50 and 250. Okay, so Draco Meteor does a lot, but look how little Electro Drift is doing. And this is 252 special attack. Okay, let's change this to choice specs. But even with choice specs, it's not going to do that much. Yeah, choice specs. Yeah, look, choice specs Electro Drift with 252 special attack. Timid is doing like this much, and Draco Meteor does do a lot, right? But let's say like this is Raging Bolt 132, 152, right? And 84, whatever, all this stuff. So let's do this spread, right? So let's do 100 special defense, 100 special defense, and 252 HP. Okay, that's maybe a lot. Okay, let's do 252. Wow, maybe Draco Meteor is probably stronger than I thought. Okay, so does it still have Assault Vest? Assault Vest, Modest. Okay, so Draco Meteor, special attack, 252 special attack, and Hadron Engine boosted by choice specs. Okay, so Draco Meteor is actually really powerful now that I think about it. So, but even then, here's the thing: you have Terra Fairy. So you have Terra Fairy, and look, Electro Drift, if you Terra Fairy, is doing 66% maximum, right? So it's still not going to kill you. And you can also have partners, like you can have Clefairy to reduce the damage, you can have screens up to reduce the damage. So that will, like, if you have Light Screen up, for example, then Draco Meteor only does like half your health to 60% of your health. So Raging Bolt, like once again, I mean that's why I'm not gonna put it like in like much higher than five, but I think the Raging Bolt is still really good. It has access to Snarl. It has access to like pivoting moves like Volt Switch, and it's got access to its own Draco Meteor. And actually, its special attack is higher than Miraidon's as well. So if you play this well, and like if you call the 50-50 on if the Miraidon's going to Draco Meteor you or not, then you can be in a very good position for yourself, because you can put it in Draco Meteor, lock into Draco Meteor, go for Snarl, and then you can hit it with your own Draco Meteor. So that's why I think Raging Bolt is really, really good. And of course you have like Thunderclap to help you out as well there, right? Now, next up, I'm going to go with another Pokemon which is still really good, I think, in the meta, and is slightly better, and that's Ursaluna Blood Moon. Now, why do I think Ursaluna Blood Moon is good? Same thing as Raging Bolt, but better. Like, you're completely immune to all the electric moves again, and you have Earth Power, like to basically one shot opposing Miraidon. You have Blood Moon, which will definitely one shot it, especially if you're running something like Life Orb, and you can also just run really bulky. So your special defense isn't as high, but unlike Raging Bolt, you're not weak to Draco Meteor, so you can just go with, like, I don't know, like, again, you can go with the same set. Maybe let's try that. So let's try like 252. Let's try. I'm not really that good at EVing things, guys. That's one of my weaknesses, I guess. But I'm just gonna try to put on some random sets, right? Yeah. So let's try this, like 252 136, right? Let's try that, and let's go with Blood Moon. Ursaluna Blood Moon doubles OU Trick Room Attacker. Okay, so let's go with this, right? So 252 196. Yeah. And see, even with like just max bulk investment and barely any special defensive investment, Draco Meteor is not going to pick up that KO, right? Draco Meteor isn't really just going to pick that KO up, and Electro Drift does nothing to you. And yes, if you Terra, then it's a bit worse, but once again, they have to play that mind game of like, okay, is the Ursaluna Blood Moon going to Terra normal? And that's why Ursaluna Blood Moon was actually used on Rising Ball's team, because it bleeds. It's there to beat opposing Miraidon, right? Because opposing Miraidon, you have that option of Blood Moon, you have that option of Earth Power, and you can switch in, and it pairs really well with Miraidon as well because the Disquake coverage, right? So that's why Ursaluna Blood Moon is really, really good in that sense, right? So, and for number 3, I'm going to put a different Pokemon which I was thinking of, and I can't quite seem to remember right now, but I think it was, yeah, this one. Okay, so number 3, I'm going to put Landeras. Specifically, I think Landeras Incarnate is just really, really strong into Miraidon, specifically because you can run like if you really want to, you can run Choice Scarf on it. You can run Choice Scarf on Landeras Therian as well. Like you can run like Landeras T, and you can run Choice Scarf on it as well. But you have the benefit of with Landeras Incarnate of having that slightly higher base speed, so you'll need to invest a lot less to outspeed the Miraidon. And Earth Power is just so much more consistent and does so much more damage than like something like Stomping Tantrum, which Landeras Therian would have. Intimidate is good, but you really want to have that power. And I mean, you could theoretically run like Terra Blast and like U-turn and run like a classic Choice Scarf Landorus like with Landorus Therian, but it's not going to be as good because Earth Powered will just one shot like every single time, and with Choice Scarf, now you're getting this benefit of Ursaluna with the ground typing, and you're getting the speed, so you don't need to worry, and you can just one shot that Miraidon, right, with Choice Scarf, because you're always going to be outspeeding the Miraidon, even if it's max speed, right? So that's why Landorus Incarnate is just really, really good. Now, Draco Meteor, obviously, once again, an issue, but you can pair it with Ogerpon, you can pair it with Clefairy and redirect that away, you can bait it out, there's different things you can do, right? You can still run the classic Life Orb set, but you'll have to be a bit more careful, but you could run it with, like, Incineroar, right? And just fake out the Miraidon turn 1, set up your substitute, now you're not afraid of that Draco Meteor anymore, and you can hit it with Earth Power. So just get that easy kill. So that's why I think Landorus Incarnate is really, really good. Choice Scarf, or Life Orb Landorus Incarnate. It's your choice, honestly. Yeah. Now number 3 is a returning Pokemon, which I think is really good, and it won Worlds at one time, and I think it can make a comeback, and that is Lightning Rod Raichu. Now, why do I think Lightning Rod Raichu is good? Well, because the thing is, you can slap a Terra Fairy onto this thing, right? You can slap a Fairy Terra, and now you've got Fake Out, right? You've got Nuzzle, right? And you have Redirection. I don't think you have Follow Me, but you've got Facade, right? and you can even slap an AV on this. Now, the thing is, now that you have Lightning Rod, it doesn't even matter that like all the electric moves just don't even matter. You can put a focus sash on it so it can take that Draco Meteor guaranteed. You can put like an assault vest. If you're really afraid, you can put an assault vest on it. And does it get Eerie Impulse? Actually, it does get Eerie Impulse. So you could sit there and like do like a slow Eerie Impulse into it, and then now that Miraidon is just like basically useless, right, on the field. And it's really good. I mean, it's got pretty good speed, right? Special attack is nothing to write home about, but it's good enough, right? Attack is pretty good. So like you can run Nuzzle, you can run Facade, and also the thing is like you benefit from the electric terrain of Miraidon that it sets up, so you can just put Thunderbolt on there, and now you've got Lightning Rod. So if they hit you, you get a +1 special attack, and +1 special attack can kill like a lot of different things in the metagame. I'm pretty sure like it'll do good damage to like Incineroar. It'll do good damage to Mean Shao. It'll do good damage to like a lot of things, and for non-Miraidon teams as well. Just like for Kyogre, for example, it'll do really well into that. Um, you have to watch out for stuff like Urshifu Rapid Strike, obviously, but I still think that like overall, like with the fake out pressure, you can fake out Miraidon, Eerie Impulse, Facade if you get really low on health. There's just some really good stuff you can do with Raichu. Obviously, I prefer Focus Sash, but you can also do Assault Vest if you really want to hard counter it. But the thing is, I think that Miraidon teams are just going to start adapting, and they're going to start bringing like different Miraidon sets. Like Miraidon, I think can learn Calm Mind. Let me see. Yeah, I can learn Calm Mind, so you can just set up multiple Calm Minds and then break through Raichu with other stuff. Like it does learn Dazzling Gleam, like AV Dazzling Gleam Miraidon is still probably going to be pretty good. So, but I think that for the choice specs variant of Miraidon, I think that Raichu is really really good. And it'll be like something to definitely consider going forward. Now, the last Pokemon that I and those of you who have been watching for now probably have predicted this one. I mean, it's pretty obvious, but sometimes the obvious pick is the best pick, and that of course is Tinglu. Now, Tinglu just completely shuts down Miraidon. Like there's pretty much no way that Miraidon has to break through this except for maybe running like like a like Calm Mind with Dazzling Gleam and like some coverage option. But the thing is with Tinglu on the field, where you have Terra Poison, where you've got Snarl, you've got Sand Tomb, right? Ruination, like all of these things, it's just going to be like pretty much impossible for Miraidon to break through your team when you have that Tinglu on your team, right? So like let's see here. Go for level 50. Okay, level 50, Terra Poison, right? And 252, 252 for yeah. Let's see. Like look at how much damage Draco Meteor is doing. That's nothing, right? Now let's say like you Terra Poison for example, and like for some reason they're like, okay, I want to Electro Drift you. It's choice specs Electro Drift. Look at how much damage that's doing, right? And you don't even need to run max special defense on your Tinglu like with leftovers, right? You can run like 110, like 110 here, and then leave the rest, and then put like a little bit more into this, like I don't know, like 60 special defense, and look that's doing so little damage. And on top of that, you've got Snarl. On top of that, you've got like all these other options, right? To help you out, Sand Tomb to trap it in. So if you have like your Tinglu on the field, and like it's gonna be like pretty much impossible for that Miraidon to get set up. Now the thing with Tinglu is there are other options to get rid of it. Like obviously there's Wellspring Ogerpon, right? Like Ogerpon Wellspring is a really good option. There's a Rapid Strike Urshifu, right? That could be paired with Miraidon, but like a well played Tinglu with good Terra and good support can just shut down that Miraidon team completely. So that's why obviously I think that like Tinglu is just like the solid choice. And the other thing to remember for all these choices are Not only are they good into Miraidon, but they're also good into other matchups. Because there's other stuff which is also good into Miraidon, but like it's just not that good overall in the meta, and it's more of a niche pick. Like stuff like Thunderous, right? Like Thunderous, Incarnate, or Thunderous Therian. Like you could run like Thunderous with Covert Cloak, and you could run this with Eerie Impulse. But most Miraidon team, they run like a lot of Miraidon teams run stuff like Farigiraf to just block that Eerie Impulse, and you can run like Thunderous Incarnate, but or I mean Thunderous Therian, but now it's like why not just use Miraidon, because well yes, you have a really high special attack, and yes, you absorb the Volt Absorb, but like you don't really have that much good stab options in terms of like does this even it doesn't even get Air Slash, right? Like it gets acrobatics. You don't get any good special attacks like flying type special attacks. So like just run Miraidon instead, right? But these five are just consistent and just really good into the rest of the meta as well, and they can pair well with other stuff like Kyogre. It can pair well with stuff like Groudon with Raging Bolt, or Ursaluna with Calyrex. So that's why I think these five are the best. And yeah, so if you like this video, guys, thank you so much for coming, and let me know if you want more videos like this. Yeah, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you later. Bye.